movies right now.
True.
So that's what I think about rejection. Rejection should not put you in a place where you will feel that you're nobody.
That's right.
Pick up yourself, work on yourself, and because just know that it's going to come no matter what. Even Jesus Christ was rejected after everything that he did when they arrested him, and Pontius Pilate was like, who should I release, Barabbas or Jesus? People shouted, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas.
Yeah.
Jesus, with all his power and everything, the people still rejected him. So who do you think you are that they will not reject you? So it's all part of the journey. Expect it so that when it happens, it does not come as a shock, and then you are not, you just know that it's going to happen. And one thing I like about the journey to becoming successful is the process. Everything that happens, they build you and make you a better person.
That's right. That's a better way to drop this conversation.
Yes. And by executive
Summary.
I would have said, I would want to say the stone which the builders rejected eventually became
The
the
cornerstone. Yes.
That's
You
right.
know, because I had to ask myself by X-ray that have I ever faced rejection? But I'm sure that's another day.
Yeah.
That's another day. So this is where we drop the conversation, rejection and management. And Mrs. Abigail Worry has been speaking quite extensively to that topic, and it's quite an exposition for me, you know. And I do hope that you, on the other end, also gain a word or two. We'll take a break now. We'll come back morning ride on this edition of Your Way. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
From a rough, underdeveloped stretch to a fully completed bridge, this transformation didn't happen by chance.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Governor Sheriff prioritized this project, ensuring work moved at a steady pace. I visited the site a couple of times, even took a tour with my sister, which by the way was very interesting when it was still under construction. And each time I saw real progress, with multiple site visits from the governor, close monitoring, and relentless effort from the construction team. The Ebu Bridge, part of the Ughelli Asaba actualization project, is now standing strong. A project that once felt like work in progress is now a reality. Of course, this shows Governor Sheriff's commitment to making travel easier and safer for everyone. Yes, he has shown that he is committed to building bridges and connecting communities.
transmission, and of course, Morning Rise edition. And we are still in the euphoria of the demise of our president. And we have quite a couple of people who will be coming to talk. But like I did say, the program had already been lined up, and there was no way you could make a shift. And so joining us on our next conversation is the Senior Special Assistant to His Excellency of Technology, Mr. Chidi Ikejashi. Chidi would like to welcome you to our program this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Welcome.
And, I said that you can also, because you've also grown through at various points, on the man, Abu Buhari, before we come to our conversation quickly. I know that was why I invited you, but we would always speak to that component before we go into our interview. So quickly, let's
It's a great loss to our nation, Nigeria, that we lost our immediate president, Buhari. One thing is for sure, death is inevitable. And wherever Buhari is right now in the afterlife, he is a fulfilled man. The position of presidency was what he had been fighting for the longest of time. And as God and Allah may have it, he became Nigeria's president, which was one of his great wishes before his death. So from my view, I would say he died a fulfilled man.
Some people of the school of thought that he was very strict, or he was somebody who fought corruption to a standstill. Are you of that same school of thought as well?
Fighting corruption to a standstill is not what one person can do. So I don't think I'm of that school of thought. Fighting corruption is what a group of people who have the same goal, we come together and say, okay, let us put our heads together to see how we can fight corruption. Because in our country, Nigeria, corruption is of different layers.
True.
Around the political sector, there are corrupt politicians. Around the civil service sector, there are also corrupt civil servants. So there is no way one person can say he or she is fighting corruption. It's a collective effort of people.
It should be.
Yeah, so I think that's my submission.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's dive into the topic for today. Tomorrow is going to be World Youth Skill Day. And I looked at it and I said, who am I going to invite other than the one and only Kede Ashichidi, an ICT expert, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Technology. Let me start with this very pertinent question. Many young people in Delta State are hungry for opportunities, but the challenge here is identifying which skills they are going to go for. The ones that are most relevant for today's job market. We have coding, we have design. People now know how to design flyers. They do digital marketing, website designing, a lot of skills in terms of digital skills. But there are other skills that people do. We even do it in Delta State, training people, YAGEP. The list is endless. So, like I said, we are hungry. The youth are hungry for opportunities. But for you sitting here now, which skill or what skills do you think are more relevant in our society today?
That's a very, very brilliant question. Just as you've been introducing it, I'm the Senior Special Assistant to our result-oriented Governor, His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Francis Sheriff Oborowori. He's a youth-oriented governor, and since his inception as the governor of Delta State, he has proven it to us by involving the youth in his cabinet. And by so doing, the youth in his cabinet have been able to streamline the point of importance to other youths in Delta State. So talking about the skills you think we should be encouraging in Delta State, first of all, I want to explain and break down what a skill is.
Please go ahead.
Because the governor is not going to do magic. It boils down to you as a person, and it boils down to the community, the society where you find yourself. You can't see someone in an urban society in a posh area tilling the soil, saying they are farming. Where you find yourself determines what you're going to do.
Okay.
Coming from the Ministry of Science and Technology, there's a program that was carried out. It's called ICT-YEP, which is ICT Youth Empowerment Program. Because of that program was to empower youth so that they will be able to face the digital market that has cut across the continent, not just Delta State, not just Nigeria. With the presence of artificial intelligence, you believe me that AI has taken so many jobs from people. And that was why the governor thought it wise through the Ministry of Science and Technology to school youths in Delta State precisely on how to go about using ICT to equip themselves. During the course of the ICT-YEP, we did digital marketing training, cyber security training, software testing training, coding training. With all this, you will be able to ascertain the market when it has to do with digitalization. When you find yourself in a place as a marketer, for instance, gone are those days where people do door-to-door marketing. You can sit at the comfort of your home today and you can do marketing and you have a good result. People now do content creation. Content creation is a skill, let's tell ourselves the truth, because it demands a lot of confidence, it demands a lot of to-do and know-how. And all these things are centered around skills development. And that was what we did during the course of ICT-YEP. Many a times, some skills are God-given. There's been a long time innate abilities. And so far, I think our amiable governor is doing very, very well. Youth involvement in it.
All right, you're getting the youths have an ICT lab. Just the way we have biology labs, chemistry labs, physics labs, woodwork, carpentry, and all of that put together. Because so the IT world is the next world. We call it the Gen Z world.
Yeah.
You know, so can you speak to that component?
Okay. As regards that aspect, I think our governor is doing very well. He has been able to reach to, I'm very certain about Delta State University, Abraka. I know that the governor has had a good and robust discussion with the Vice Chancellor, Professor Samuel Asawa, as regards upscaling and upgrading the ICT lab in Delta State University, Abraka. If person doesn't know how to spell, you will not be able to get it right. The primary purpose of the primary school pupils, first of all, should be learning how to communicate, learning how to spell, learning how to write. I think if we take them too early on handwork skills, it can distract them. I think the primary school, we should focus more on brushing them up on communication, understanding their environment, and fitting into the society. But we say, let us take it from the secondary school level. I think that's
Of which
okay.
we have it, the technical education.
Yeah, from the secondary school level, we have the technical education. And I think that's fine.
Okay, so let's talk personal now. In 2023, when you were appointed the SSA on technology, you made a post and he said that you're committed to using your office to make a significant impact, particularly by empowering and inspiring youth in embracing technology. So I'd like to know how many youth you've empowered personally using your office in terms of technology.
I want to quote Winston Churchill briefly. Winston Churchill said, as a politician, you should be able to have the ability to say something today, foresee what's going to happen tomorrow, foresee what's going to happen next tomorrow. And if it doesn't happen, you should be able to give a good reason why it has not happened. That's Winston Churchill. Okay. So rephrasing it back to me, yes, I wanted to reach out to as much people that I would want to reach out to. But since I became the special assistant to the governor on tech, I've been able to reach out to quite a number of people. People out there might say, oh, you have not reached out to at least 11 to 15 persons. I'm not the only person in government.
Right.
Many a time, point A would bring his own candidate, point B would bring their own candidate. So it's not a cliche that, oh, because I'm the SSA or ICD, I must be the one to bring everybody and give them whatever benefit that's coming from the system.
Right.
I don't know if you get my point.
Right.
Yeah. So 15 people, I think, have been
Okay.
able to.
And they've been trained and empowered. Because
Yes.
one thing is to get the training, another one is to,
Empower,
and be
yeah.
empowered.
And let me tell you what the third one is, what Delta State government is doing.
Okay.
We train you, we empower you, and we do a follow-up.
Oh.
Like we've not done anything. So the current government of Right Honorable Sheriff Obororo, we do follow up after we empower you. We don't just empower you and let you go.
Wow.
We follow up and we force it on you that you must make progress by fire, by force.
Okay, so
Yeah.
quickly as we celebrate the Youth Skill
Day.
Day,
Yes,
are there
tomorrow.
plans by your ministry, by your office rather?
Aside from your book launch.
Okay. Yeah, my book launch is coming on the 17th.
Yeah.
Aside from my book launch, and even aside the Youth Skill Day, our governor has rolled out so many things to be done in the Ministry of Youth.